Okay, I don't particularly know why I'm making this video. I think I want to talk about it because it's bugging me. But we're going to be talking about why Ariel is black now. And if you go to, I did it on Instagram, I didn't do it on Google. If you go to Instagram and you search up the word or the name Ariel, white Ariel doesn't exist anymore. And I'm just going to be forthright with my thoughts. I think that Disney did this to be lazy, and they did it for a political cash grab because they knew that it would stir up a lot of controversy. And I think because Disney is becoming so hated by conservatives and so irrelevant by the day they did something that would put them back in the trending spot. Okay, that's my first thoughts. My first note is, I just wrote why black because I only had a sticky note and I did not have that much space. I know, and you know, that historically, for as long as The Little Mermaid has been around, the character of Ariel has been white. And so I don't understand why Disney felt the need to change that all of a sudden, because I did hear when the movie, well, not the movie, but like when they first released information about who would be playing who, they had said that some white women did audition for the role and they just weren't the right fit. I find that hard to believe considering how many white actresses there are in Hollywood. And I know a lot of people are saying that it doesn't matter if Ariel's black because she's a mermaid and mermaids aren't real. First of all, duh. We know that. But Ariel is still half a human, and that human has to have a race or an ethnicity. And Ariel, you can tell by looking at her that she's white. It's not like she's like ambiguously raced. So I just don't understand why Disney felt the need to change that. And I even seen some comments on Facebook posts that said, from redheads, saying that Ariel was the first character that represented me, like fair skin and bright red hair. And they said, I don't appreciate that that's being changed now because that's the only Disney character that's ever represented me. And some comments said that's ever represented me besides Merida. And so I don't think that people were thinking about that when they made the decision to make Ariel a different race. Okay. Oh, and people are saying that I'm people saying that I can't wait for the white version of Princess and the Frog to come out, where Tiana is played by a stereotypical angry German man, because Tiana's not a real person. Therefore, by your logic, her race shouldn't matter. Tiana's race really does not affect her story. If you change the race of every character in the story, like if you just switch them and Lottie was now black and Tiana was now white, the storyline would not really change. Tiana would still be poor, and Tiana would still not be able to afford the restaurant that she wants. And that's the story of Princess and the Frog, is that Tiana wants to open this restaurant because it was her dad's dream, but he's passed away. And so she wants to buy this building, and that's why she works 2 different jobs and she can't afford it. Not because she's black. Now, whether she's poor because she's black is a different story. But that's the point they're making in The Princess and the Frog, is that she is poor, and that's why she can't afford what she wants. But, so yeah, because Tiana's not a real person, or not even Tiana. Well, it's being debated whether Mulan was a real person or not. Pocahontas was definitely a real person, so I do think that if they made live action Pocahontas, I mean, I hope to God they would stick with a Native American person. But it's kind of, I don't know why I can't like articulate what I want to say. It's annoying, actually. Hold on. Okay, so I wanted to say, I remember what I was going to say now, is that we know that Disney is not incapable of creating new characters, because they have given us Pocahontas and Mulan, and they've given us Princess and the Frog, and they've given us just recently Encanto with Maribel and Isabella and Luisa, and all those Hispanic characters So honestly, I think Disney is just being lazy. To change something so basic that really shouldn't matter, I think Disney is just being lazy, because Disney rakes in billions of dollars annually through theme parks and merchandise and the like, and I don't think that it would have harmed them to create a new character. I don't understand why, because when I was little, Ariel had a TV show. I don't remember what it was called, but I do remember that there was this one character, and her name was Gabriella, and she was a dark complected deaf mermaid, and Ariel had to learn sign language to talk to her, and they sang about when you wish upon a starfish or something like that. So it's not like Disney is incapable of making new characters, it's because they don't want to, and they want to do what's easy. And like I said before, they just wanted a political cash grab because they knew that this would cause up controversy, and they knew that people would go see the movie because they liked it, and they also knew that people would go see the movie to hope that it's awful, and then they can rant about it afterwards. I'm not going to go see it, honestly, just because the movie theater is kind of far for me, and I'm not a fan of live action remakes of any of Disney's work. I just think a remake of a movie that already exists is very lazy, just in general. That's all my points that I had to talk about. So if you want to, then now after this video, call me racist, bigoted, or tell me to end my own life, don't waste your time. Just keep going. It's not that big of a deal. I've heard it all before. It doesn't really affect me anymore. So yeah, just main points. Disney is lazy. Just real quickly, I wanted to say, you have to have such a bold sense of entitlement and privilege if you feel like you can tell someone to end their lives because they have a different opinion than you. You need to get your head out of your butt and realize it in the past and stop making the same mistake. Realize how lucky you are to be able to say that with no consequence. You are lucky and you are privileged. You are privileged and you are entitled to think that you can say such a heinous comment. Because I guarantee, if I said that to someone, which I would never, I would feel so bad if I told someone to end their life. I would feel so guilty. But I guarantee if I said that to someone of color, I would be canceled within the next 10 seconds. And people are always saying, well, you can't be racist to white people. Yes, you can. And you're stupid if you believe that you can't. If someone has a race, they can be racist and you can be racist toward them. That's what racist means. Making assumptions about someone because of their race. So yes, saying nasty and heinous things to white people is being racist. They've made other ethnic characters. Why can't they have just created like it doesn't even have to be a different story. They could have just made another mermaid. They could have made the entire story of the Little Mermaid with a different character, like the exact same plot, with a different main character, and it that's fine. Why couldn't they just done that? Okay, I'm gonna insert this clip I found of this lady talking about the hypocrisy of what's happening, and then I think that's just gonna be the end of the video.
About her hair color, but we all know it isn't. About the hair, but it's because she's a black woman. Ariel.
I find it funny how hypocritical y'all are. It literally is embarrassing how hypocritical y'all are. Most of the people who are literally saying that Ariel has no meaning and she's just a character are the people who never even grew up watching The Little Mermaid as their childhood movie. You do realize that Ariel has been around for a long time, and people who watched Ariel grew up watching her representation stuck in the minds of them, and that's the reason why they have a problem with this. The image of the original Little Mermaid grown deep in the hearts of a lot of people, and that's why people have a problem with it, because this Ariel does not look like that. But I find it hypocritical because let Disney come out with a live action version of The Princess and the Frog and they replace her with a white woman. Y'all would literally be furious. Y'all would literally be acting the same way as these people are acting. And don't even lie, because y'all know damn well y'all would try to cancel Disney if they made Tiana a white woman. And I would be upset too if they made Tiana a white woman. Even if they made Tiana a lighter skinned woman or a mixed woman, y'all would still try to cancel Disney. I really feel like y'all don't even care about the situation. Y'all just see a black woman getting analyzed or getting critiqued, and y'all literally are saying that it's racist. No, it doesn't. It has nothing to do with racism. Literally, they're just upset because she looks nothing like the original character that has been around for over 30 years. Stop the fucking reach.
So I absolutely agree with what she said. It's very hypocritical. And I hope I do agree with her as well that if they do make a live action Princess and the Frog, that they would stick, like, part of me wants to see a white Tiana, just to spite all of you, but part of me wants to see black Tiana because that's who she is. She is black. You can't deny that that is who she is. Like, if you can see that she's black. So I hope that they stick with what she looks like. I will admit that I have never had to deal with a lack of representation, but also that's something that's never mattered to me. Like, I never looked around the world and I was like, man, I wish more stuff looked like me. I just went through the world and I just exist. And honestly, if you're so sure in which the way you're living is correct, you should not need other people to affirm you. That's not our job. It's not our job to make you feel good. That's your job. That's on you. And so that stings. But not really my problem. It's not my job to make sure you live a comfortable life. So I'm gonna end the video here before I say things that cause more problems for myself. Have a good night. In all honesty, I do hope the movie flops. Honestly, I hope Disney just gets canceled. I'm sick. I used to be the biggest Disney fan ever, and I'm over it now. I have my posters back here from when I was a Disney fan. You cannot even see them. Stitch, and then the princesses. Look, Ariel's even on there, and she's white. And then, oh, I forgot about Moana. They've created Moana, who is an ethnic princess, but they can't create a new mermaid or a different storyline altogether. Even, not necessarily a Disney movie, but we have Doc McStuffins. She's black. Disney's just being lazy, and it's not cool. Get it together, Disney. Okay, I'm done talking. Good night. Thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, good for you.